Hello, this is Jeremiah with On the Spot Window Cleaning, coming to you with a very important message about oxidation in garage doors. Make sure you stick around to the end of this video. I'm going to show you a couple of different things that may help in this situation. Maybe you're facing it, maybe you don't want to deal with a bigger replacement issue or a bigger project altogether, but maybe it's something you can do, a simple fix here or there that may help you out. But stick around to the end, I will show you those suggestions. What we have right here is a standard garage door. It's white, it's simple, but we live on the coast of California. That means we have lots of salt and lots of sun. Two of the worst things for any surface, really, including skin. Anyway, that's besides the point. Yeah, so we have a lot of salt, we have a lot of sun. Manufacturers of garage doors, I didn't realize this until we came across an issue, but manufacturers of garage doors typically have a very small warranty on garage door surfaces when they're close to the ocean or close to salt air, because the salt just has an effect on those surfaces. Now, in particular, we noticed this situation happen on an already oxidized steel garage door that had a clear coat on a faux wood grain beneath it. So it was a darker brown with a faux wood grain, and it was clear coated. It was fading and had oxidation. We had cleaned the windows in that door over the last 10 years, 18 different times, literally 18 different times. We had cleaned it the same way. We scrubbed it with our purified water that we use on the windows and everything else that we've used on thousands of garage doors over the years. And all of a sudden, even though the 18 times before it was fine, on the 19th time, it looked like this. What happened? What's the problem? What can you do to notice it, to identify it, to fix it? This store is 17, 18 years old. When we rub it, we see the white on the fingertips there. Ooh, get those in focus. There we go. See the white there? Yeah, that's oxidation. That's that outer layer of paint that's just decaying in the sun and the salt. That's actually not too bad, considering this faces the ocean directly. So it's a west facing door. It's about a mile from the ocean, and it gets all of the afternoon sun on it. There's nothing hiding it out there, no shade. It's pretty direct sunlight. So it's actually holding up really well. Now, in all honesty, this door has never been maintained as far as the manufacturer's recommendations. Why is that? Because we didn't know about what the recommendations are. But according to this one website here that produces different garage doors, it says that if you live within 1.5 miles of the ocean, you should clean and wax the door. Right here, it says every 3 months. Some websites say every month the door should be cleaned with a mild detergent, something like a dish soap, which is very common for window cleaners to have anyway, and water. Scrub, light duty scrub and rinse, and then wax it. They have recommendations for certain types of wax. Some say car wax is fine, like a turtle wax or something like that. Others have particular recommendations that are UV protective, things like that. But the idea is you want to not only clean the garage door regularly, get the salt and atmospheric contaminants off, but you also want to protect it for the longer term. So that's the first step. You got to clean and maintain it according to manufacturer standards. It is something that is required for your warranties to be honored. And this garage door that we're talking about in the photos, it's got that faux wood grain behind it. It's darker, so it's going to have even more heat associated with it. When the sun, heats up that door, it's also going to be easier to see the discrepancies between the lighter oxidation colors than the darker wood grain behind it. So you're going to start to see that fading a little bit more drastically than you would on a solid light colored door like this. You can't really tell that it's got oxidation until you rub on it. So we have the issue of maintenance first, but then we have the issue of what do we do when we come across these garage doors that have this color, the discoloration from the oxidation? We're going to clean the windows. Well, boom, something like this can happen unexpectedly and it just was like, whoa, that looks terrible. That looks terrible. Well, you can do oxidation remover. Some do oxidation remover. I've seen it demonstrated online for oxidation remover. I have not seen the doors that they've been doing it on as bad as the one in the image that we have here. But that being said, it could help. So I don't know if it's just this 1 in a million chance type of a situation or however many thousand chance it is, but it's something that could happen. So I want the homeowner, you the homeowner, to be aware of it. And I want other window cleaners to be aware of it as well. So what do we do about it? What do? We clean it, we scrub it. There's light duty scrubbing scouring pads you can use. All go by the manufacturer's recommendations. We don't restore garage doors. I don't think it's something we're ever gonna do. I don't know, I don't wanna say ever, never, but it's not something we do. So this is only according to your garage door manufacturer. So no matter what I say, double check first. But light duty scouring pad to scrub and clean it. You could use an oxidation remover product. There are specific oxidation remover products out there. I have a link in the description below of a website we found that had a picture of a door like the one we're showing here. I don't know how well it works in person. I've never tried it, but it's a way to go through things and maybe help yourself out. The other thing that can happen is, besides replacing the door, which none of us wants to pay for, the homeowner, the manufacturer, or the service provider, nobody wants to do that unnecessarily, is that it gets repainted. But when you get repainted, it's one thing to have a solid white door and you repainted solid white and it looks all fresh and new. It's another thing to have like a faux wood where the grains behind it are a darker color than the main part of the wood, and then you just paint it, it's all one color. Some are technically skilled enough to get in there and restore that wood grain look. Well, let's just say you're not, or you don't want to pay for that, or you don't want to do it yourself. Whatever the case is, yes, painting can be the option. This is just real simply, I want to make sure that you understand that when oxidation happens on a garage door, this one's not bad, this is just a plain white door, but when oxidation happens on a garage door or any other surface where either the UV or the salt has damaged it, and there's nothing that we can do to predict it or prevent it, and then we come in and clean. If anything is left behind like streaks because the surface is no longer stable, that can happen. That's not because of the cleaning process. As a matter of fact, sometimes the cleaning process that's recommended may be what shows up in that situation, like in this image here. But we can't be responsible for that. So we want to make sure that we have transparency ahead of time so that if there's any issues that you know about or that we identify, or even if we can't identify it until it happens, we use very mild detergent. We use purified water, which is right in harmony with the manufacturer's recommendations. And we've had 99.99999% success rate with that. However, we can't predict everything. And unfortunately, a situation like this did occur after we simply cleaned the windows, rinsed the dirt off the door, not even high pressure, just rinsed it all down. No chemicals at all were used. And yet, because of the oxidation and the salt issues that were causing the door to deteriorate, the streaking showed up. So I wanted you to be aware of that before we even start service, or if we ever continue on service. That way, if you have questions or concerns, we can address it before it happens. We simply cannot be held liable for surfaces that are already damaged because of elements that are out of our control. Thank you very much. I'm Jeremiah with On the Spot Window Cleaning, and thank you for watching. Can't wait to help you with all of your window cleaning needs.